So, a very warm welcome to JEE English by Unacademy, India's leading and largest JEE test preparation platform. And guys, we are on the lecture number 21 of Electrostatics. We are about to approach the end of Electrostatics, and make sure you're taking down notes, you're practicing. We'll be, of course, be getting started with DPPs, but that is not alone the practice in electrostatics. And electrostatics, you need to even practice the derivation to make sure you are perfect with what you're doing. All right, so that being said, breaking news that today there was, like NTA director's online interview posted on YouTube via a Zoom call, and he said that, JEE Mains might be delayed. So JEE Mains might be happening on or in the month of February, right? So probably he's saying that it may not happen in Jan. So the probability of happening in Jan is almost zero or near about zero. And the other thing is there is no syllabus reduction. Okay. Of course, many of us were expecting that, at least there would be some syllabus reduction. So no syllabus reduction, and that is the key part, some of the students who are from CBSE board were expecting syllabus reduction, but no syllabus reduction. So two important information. One, your JEE Mains might happen in the month of February, definitely not in the month of Jan, according to him. He's the director, and he said that, NTA hasn't announced any officially, any news around syllabus reduction or something like that. Hence, do not expect any syllabus reduction and start working accordingly. If you remember, we discussed, or we had a strategy session where we discussed how do you cover backlogs, how do you work around your JEE Mains in the next 3 months. It was all based on these assumptions that your exam is going to happen on February and there is no syllabus reduction. So you may want to stick with the strategy like as it was discussed. So think about it and move accordingly. And that being said, students, I'm Murlidharan Gopalakrishnan. I completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from CU Boulder, a top-ranking American university. I'm also an IIT who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams, and I have filed 25 patent applications in India and abroad. And guys, today we are on electrostatics, but before that, let me tell you, the most competitive gamified IIT JEE battle ever is going to happen again. What I mean by again, means this is going to be a third chance to attend this most gamified IIT JEE battle. And yes, this is going to be like compete live, win lots of rewards and prizes. This includes Amazon vouchers and Apple products. But the most important part is you're going to participate in a national level JEE competition, which is very important. It's like a test series where you can assess all your standing and what kind of things that you need to improve upon. Even if not, it kind of gives you a confidence and it tells you how your timing is going on. So it's a must-attend event according to me, and enroll with Murli Live Code. Make sure you're making use of Murli Live Code while you're enrolling, when you're enrolling to this Unacademy Combat. Yes, guys, it's going to be the most competitive gamified battle ever, happening on when? 6th of December. 6th of December. So don't miss it out. It's, I guess, next to next weekend. So make sure you're attending it. And that being said, also tomorrow we have Unacademy Champions League. That is going to happen, and make sure you're attending it as well. And that's going to be very interesting. Again, that too comes with a lot of prizes. So tomorrow, 25th of November, we have a Champions League, an Unacademy Champions League that is going to happen. So don't miss it out. And that being said, students, if you're not yet on our Telegram channel, quickly get onto our Telegram channel. First of all, download our Telegram app, the Telegram app from Google Play Store and App Store, and then just click on to this link which is available in the description box below. Once you click on to this link, you will get onto our Telegram channel. This is available on the description box. Just click onto that extension bar and choose this link. And yes, first of all, download an Telegram app if you don't have one, and you can also just type in JEE_English and find us on Telegram, guys. Yes. And what do you get by getting onto a Telegram channel? Just saying, just get onto a Telegram channel. What you get on by get on what you get by getting onto a Telegram channel, you get before time live updates on every session that is happening on JEE English, or any lectures our JEE English team conducts on Unacademy Learning app. So you'll get all the live updates in one places, that is going to be your Telegram JEE English Telegram channel. And that being said, students, we have already completed capacitors, something that you may want to do along with electrostatics. Definitely something that you want to do along with electrostatics. And the next session is going to happen on Sunday. So we had 6 sessions on capacitors. The capacitors is complete. If you attend just those 6 sessions, and if you haven't attended capacitors or started with capacitors yet, you can still complete them. But more importantly, start attending this. If you're well off with the subject, or if you're partially well off with the subject, start attending this problem and PYQ session on capacitor. This way we'll be able to also discuss all the kind of concepts, but not all the kind of concepts. The 6 sessions are more important. And also this session is going to be very important, since we'll be discussing many PYQs and problems exclusively on capacitors from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hi Cheshwara, hi. How are you? Good evening. Yeah, today we are going to discuss something very important, students. So typically what happens is, we get questions around spherical shells and non-conducting shells, not just in terms of your capacitors or electric potential, etc. Sometimes it can be also around your electrostatic potential energy. Let's say there are 2 shells. Okay, how do you find out the electrostatic potential? This is going to be very interesting. Today's session, don't miss it out. Do share it with your friends. Of course, Cheshwara, yeah. So yes, students, this Sunday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. problems and PYQs on capacitors. Don't miss it out. It's a free of cost special class again. And that being said, be it your 2021 aspirant or 2022 aspirants, do not forget to complete units, dimensions and measurements Unacademy Learning app session, guys. Just this is complete lecture series on units, dimensions and measurements, all available for free of cost again on your Unacademy Learning app. And yes guys, these are 4 sessions that you want to attend. This 4 back-to-back session plus 1 model problem session. There is an additional model problem session which you definitely want to attend, and students, make sure you're attending it, because this is the easiest scoring topic, guys. It's also less time consuming, not just during your preparation but also during your exam. And typically you get 1 question every time in your JEE Mains. You can take your JEE Mains paper for past 10 years and you will always see units, dimensions and measurements question. And in this 5 sessions we have covered units based question, dimension analysis, measurements based question. Yes, definitely something that you want to attend, and you want to make sure you're not having any, even if you have backlog or if you have omitted this topic, don't do that, do attend it. And that being said, guys, do download an Unacademy Learning app. If you don't have one, just type in Unacademy in your Google Play Store and App Store, and the first search result is going to be Unacademy Learning app. Just click onto this link and click on this install button, the most downloaded education app. Why do you want to have an Unacademy Learning app? Because you will get live updates on such special classes once you start following me. And not only that, guys, it's not just about live updates, but you get access to many such free of cost specials. And to attend an academic quiz, to attend Unacademy battle, to attend many more things, you need an Unacademy Learning app. So do download an Unacademy Learning app if you don't have one. So yeah, again, a must thing to do. Do not miss it out. And that being said, students, if you are looking for a champion's tool for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. Why? We have the best educators across the nation on one platform. That is going to be your Unacademy subscription platform. And guys, you will be undergoing an extensive and intensive training program, like a preparation program for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And what do I mean by intensive and extensive program? This intensive and extensive program is going to be a structured program where you will not only get to attend daily interactive classes with the best educators across the nation, but also get your doubts cleared on every 4th session. So every 4th session is going to be a doubt clearing class, and you will get to attend these sessions with the best educators across the nation. Think about it. You can get your doubts cleared from the best educators across the nation from anywhere. So yes, this is the best reason why you want to purchase an academy subscription. But more importantly, there is also something known as national level test series, which keeps happening, and from which you can assess your standing in your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. The national level test series, you come to know what is your standing, and you attend all of this, test series exams on a very interactive and kind of attractive platform, which gives you that kind of interest and also an experience of your examination. So all you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, choose IIT JEE as your goal, and with this you will be getting ready for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, and then you will hit on the get subscription button, and post that what you get access to unlimited number of programs. It's one subscription, unlimited access, guys. And this all comes at a price of less than 2,100 per month, rupees 70 rupees a day. So think about it, all you have to pay is 70 rupees a day for such a value platform, where you can get access to dedicated batches, 2022 aspirant batches, 2021 aspirant batches, droppers batches, and not only that, guys, you also can get access to amazing things like individual programs. If you have something incomplete, you can still maintain the completeness, and what you have to do is you have to get on an academy subscription. And do not forget to apply Murlidharan coupon and avail the best discount on your subscription purchases. Do not miss it out. The moment you apply Murlidharan coupon, you will get the best discount on any of your subscription purchases. And that being said, we also have convenient payment options where you don't have to go through the burden of paying all the fee at once. You can split your payments into multiple parts using our pay in parts in-house feature. This is our in-house feature, and we also give you access to no cost EMI, where you don't have to pay any interest on your easy monthly installment. So we have no cost EMI as well, and we have pay in parts option. You can check out these two payment options while purchasing an academy subscription, and you don't have to bear any interest on your payments, or you don't have to pay all your fee at once. You can split them into multiple parts. We also have other traditional payment options like debit card, credit card, UPI, etc. And guys, if you're in long term or dropout, 12-month program is for you. Why 12-month program? Why for long term and dropper students? So typically we have dedicated droppers batch, individual programs going on. For an example, we have program right now going on optics, we have program going on electromagnetism. So if that is your backlog, if that is your weakness, you can still attend those individual programs as a long-term and a dropper student. And also, if you're in 12th class and if you have any backlog, this is the place to get started. And guys, this all comes at a price of less than 2,900 per month, only 2,888. We have like 7,000 plus materials for your JEE preparation. And not only that, students, we have like right now live programs going on for droppers, long-term students, and 12th class students, and 2021 aspirants. And students, do not forget to apply Murlidharan coupon to get the best discount on your subscription purchase. And yes, that being said, if you are looking for even better thing for your JEE preparation, where you get personal coaching and study planning and motivation, and not only that, kind of counseling from the best educators across the nation, or IITians and NITians. So think about it, you are getting your tips, you are getting your all your personal coaching from IITians and NITians who have previously cracked IIT JEE Mains and IIT JEE Advanced, that to rank holders, etc. That can happen on Unacademy Iconic subscription. So Iconic subscription is little different than the traditional plus subscription. In this case, you get access to personal coaches, study planners, live tests and quizzes, and all with the best educators across the nation from IITians and NITians at a cost of 50,400 per year for a 12-month subscription. And of course, we do have access to no cost EMI. And not only that, you will get also, you can also avail 24-month subscription at 77,400 only. So this comes out to be, a monthly pricing of 3,583. And do not forget to apply Murlidharan coupon to get the best discount. Guys, to get the best discount, don't miss out Murlidharan coupon. So you will get best discount even on Iconic subscription. But Iconic subscription is a little different. As I told you, you get access to a different kind of program and different kind of schedule and advisors from the IITians and IITians. And not only that, guys, our team is also on Iconic subscription. Take your IIT JEE preparation to the next level with our JEE workshops, our guidelines and study planner and test analysis that we do for you. And this is from our JEE English team. And guys, let me tell you, we have as I told you, like our Unacademy platform as such has many IITians. Our team has like IITians and IITians and head of institutions, head of coaching institutions, and we deliver lectures exclusively and completely in English for your JEE preparation. Yes, guys, you are on JEE English, so do share this channel. People and students in need may get access to this amazing channel. If you know, like, understanding Hindi based lectures is a problem, that's not at all a problem. On an Academy subscription, Iconic subscription, we have expertise in like multilingual or like multiple languages, and we can take you through the smooth journey. And students, that being said, the optics basics to advanced course is right now live on an Academy subscription. If you're already on an Academy subscription, enroll soon. And the beauty of this course is everything goes from basics until advanced. It's a complete course, it's a comprehensive course. And in this we'll be covering both ray optics and wave optics. We'll be covering the entirety of optics in 60 plus sessions, which means, think about it, 100 plus concepts, nothing unleft, guys, nothing unleft. So this is the kind of preparation that you will get on an Academy subscription. And yes, it has just been launched now. And do not forget to share this video, do not forget to like this video, and if you're planning to purchase an Academy subscription, do it soon and enroll to this awesome program, because we will be discussing so many things around optics, so many interesting things, so many concepts that is required for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. And yes, practice and practice and practice only makes human perfect, and that is totally true for electrostatics. We are ending the near we are nearing the end of electrostatics. So make sure, first of all, you share this video, you like this video. That is very important, because once you start sharing it, you are caring for your friends as well. So if you're sharing it on WhatsApp, your friends may get access to this videos. If you're sharing it on Facebook, your friends are going to get access to this video. But you know what, why am I saying, share it on your social media? Someone in need may get access to this free quality lectures for JEE preparation. And that being said, students, make sure you're maintaining completeness, you're practicing it at least along with me during this session. Especially when we're talking about electrostatics, because electrostatics, not everything is totally conceptual. Some things are highly mathematical. Of course, there are a lot of concepts, lots and lots of concepts. You can understand this many lectures. Generally considered to be one of the lengthiest topic. And we are on near about the end of it. We'll be starting with PYQs, TPPs, but that being said, do not ignore the concepts. This 21 sessions, or how many other sessions are going to happen, 25 sessions, they have concepts in them. Like, they can appear to be like a model problem based session, but each one of the session was a concept session, if you understood it. Since the day one, we have been only dealing with concepts, but in the form of problem. All right. Initially, those gimmicks might have got over, but now it's time for optics. Yeah, we'll start with it, Pranav. Okay, we'll start with ray optics. Don't worry. We'll start with ray optics. We'll be moving according to your weightage of your syllabus. So I think current electricity, electrostatics make up for your along with we'll do some nuclear that will make up for your 40-50% of your paper. The objective is to complete at least such kind of sensitive topics where you are able to score at least 56-70% of your paper. 70% of your paper means you're probably getting to 90%. Okay, so yeah, we'll be taking up the optics. Optics is going to be one among them. Pavan, we will do it after nuclear. Okay. So share this video, but that being said, focus on this class. It's going to be very important class. We are going to deal with self-energy concepts. We are going to deal with something very important. First of all, get started with this problem. Pavan, after nuclear, we will be getting started with. Okay. So a charge Q is placed at origin So there is a charge Q over here, which has not been shown in the graph, and there is a charge capital Q. I think it was initially at A. Okay, let me change it a little. Anyways, anyway, work done from moving from A to B and B to A is going to be the same. May not be A to B and B to A. It's going to be the same. It's going to be negative of B to A. Alright, now in this case, this charge Q is moved from this point to this point, B. Now the question arises, if the charge Q is over here, then what is the work done to do this? Any guesses? Students, start working on this problem. You should be getting this answer right away. You've already done practice problem on this. Pavan, you will have it during your probably. We will start it as soon as we complete the nuclear. Okay. Good. Stay focused. This is a topic for you. Make sure you're also completing units, dimensions, and measurements, Pavan, because that's a very easy topic. You can score 1 mark, and probably you want to attend it on Unacademy Learning app. And apart from that, try to cover current and electricity. Try to cover electrostatics, capacitors. If you cover all the lectures that have been covered on JEE English or on an Academy Learning app, that way you'll be able to be complete anywhere around 70, 30, 40, 50% of your syllabus. Okay, still we have some topics to go, but these are like the major topics that has been covered on JEE English, so you can check them out. But yeah, we'll get started with optics as well. That's good to know, Pavan. Stay sincere. That's very important. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by rumors saying that syllabus might reduce. It's clearly been announced, and I've been iterating this. Maybe the exam may not happen post-March. Has to happen very. So, all right, let's get into this problem. So there are two ways of approaching this thing. If you understood it in the first method, that's better. This is what 0 comma A. We've done a very similar problem, right? This is 0 comma A, and this is A comma 0. What have you done? You had a charge Q initially over here, capital Q, and you had a charge small q over here. You're not worried about the sign, etc. I'll tell you why. And you moved it to this position. Which one? This charge Q. Now charge Q is over here. So this charge Q, this is capital Q that has been moved from here to here. So now think about it carefully. If I'm going to move this charge Q from here to here, have I done any work? Maybe if I moved it up until here, maybe. Or maybe if I moved it until here, maybe. And why am I saying that maybe some work is not at all done when you're moving from here to here? So one way of thinking about it is the answer should be 0. Okay, of course the answer. This is at distance A from here, this is at distance A. If you take the potential energy of the system, it hasn't changed because the distance between the charges haven't changed. Simplest way to think about it is the distance between the charges hasn't changed. Hence, the potential energy of the system haven't changed. Right? It's really as simple as that. Hence, you can directly say if I had moved it from here to here, in this entire process, I haven't done any work. Okay. If you want to go by equation, you need to first of all find out what is the potential electrostatic potential energy of the system in position A, which is going to be how much? K into small q into capital Q divided by A. What about B? B distance is the same, right? They both would be same. Does not matter if the other one is on the x-axis and the first one is on the y-axis. But the distance is still A. So what is the work done? How do you denote work done? Work done is what? Work external, work done is going to be final minus initial. Remember this is final minus initial. Since both are equal, what it should be? JEE date, I don't know, Pavan. JEE date, I think it's in, I believe it's going to happen in February. Okay, I'm not sure. But today's morning news from the directors such that it may happen in February. Isn't stated anything certainly, nothing is sure for now. So you understood I have to take potential energy difference. The reason that you are taking up this problem, and if you remember, this is the very similar one to the circle based problem that we did earlier. So, you know, there was a charge in the center, you moved around the circle, no work was done. This is on a triangle. That is it. It's a conservative force, right? It's a conservative force. Electrostatic force is a conservative force. Remember that, write it down if you haven't written it down earlier. Okay. So it's really dependent upon initial and final positions, not upon the path. Okay. All right. Very important concept. And do remember how we wrote this work external. See, before we get into this, let me ask you a question, or let me put it this way. Let's think about it this way before we move into the next concept and the next question. So let's forget the electrostatics part. Let's come up with something that is that we are, most of us are very accustomed with. That is, let's say your mechanics thing. Okay, what is the potential energy? Let's say it's at an height h. So we say that this guy has a potential energy mgh. Okay. Now there might be another situation where you know, this object has gone down by itself. Okay. The work is all being done due to nothing, because no one is acting on this system. So over here, what is the potential? mgh. Okay, the distance has reduced, the height has reduced, if you are thinking about it. Earlier it was a lot, now it is less, and it has come down on its own. Okay, no work has been done by any external system. What is that other form of energy that is being formed in this case? In this case, you would say the energy would be something known as kinetic energy, which is nothing but difference of potential energy at position 1 minus that of position 2. But how are you writing this? Actually, you are writing this as if the system's total energy is conserved. A very important concept. This is also true in case of electrostatics, right? So in position 2, if this is the second position and this is the first position, and here the height has come down due to the motion, so the potential energy has been converted into kinetic energy. So this is exactly what we are doing. This is just a simplified version of it. Okay, this is just a simplified version of it. What you need to understand and remember, or what you need to really understand rather than remembering, is the energy of the system is conserved. Until unless external forces not acting on it, energy of the system is conserved. If it is conserved, in total it should be equal. How do you find out this kinetic energy? Basically, you take the difference of the potential. Alright, let's say even in position 1 it adds some kinetic energy. What would you do? You'd state something like this: P2 plus KE2. Let's say in position 2 it has kinetic energy KE2 instead of KE. You will say it is like P1 plus KE. That's all you need to know, even for electrostatics. This is also true for electrostatics. Do the same thing for the potential energy. Energy of the system as a whole is going to be conserved. Okay. Alright, let's move into an interesting question now. Why don't you get started on this question on your own? This is a very interesting question, and one of the most often asked kind of problems in your competitive exam. So there are two fixed charges A and B, each of 5 microcoulomb, and they are separated by 6-meter difference. And C is the midpoint of the line joining A and B. Okay, C is the midpoint where these two charges are being joined, and now a charge Q of -5 microcoulomb is shot perpendicularly to the line joining A and B with a kinetic energy 0.06. Okay, the charge Q comes out to rest at a point D. Then the distance CD is how much? Okay. Think about it carefully, and how do you go about this question? That's the entire gist of this question. So let me quickly have a look at this question. I know what the answer is. Have you tried it out? Try it out. There is a small modification that needs to be done in the question. I intentionally got this question this way. Okay, if you have noticed something, this is not at all possible. If I had given you an answer not at all possible, you would have marked not at all possible. Can you think about it? Why it is not at all possible? If it was plus or minus, if it would have been not at all possible. Let's get into this concept and first of all start solving it and understand what is happening. Okay, what is being said is there is a charge. I'm going to give it -5 microcoulomb. -5 microcoulomb, a blue color sign, because you'll eventually understand why we are doing this. Distance between them is how much? 6 meters. Now let's say we have a charge over here, and your potential energy be negative. Of course, why not? Think about it in that perspective. It's placed at the midpoint. For now, just forget that midpoint, point, etc. This is going to be 3 meters. So this has been shot in this direction. There are multiple ways of thinking about it. Okay. Now what is happening is you have shot this negative charge over here, -5 microcoulomb from this position, and it has moved to certain position, and it has the distance. You're not going to say this is the distance. This is C according to the question. This is A and B. Okay, this is the midpoint C, and this is how much? This is some distance that we need to find out. Okay, let's keep it as R. What is the initial potential energy? I'm just talking about initial potential energy of minus. Let's give it a name. Something like minus Q. What is the initial potential energy of minus Q? Something like this is 6 by 2, 3. So I'm going to call this distance as A, between A and C, and that of C and B is also A. Okay. Now this is inversely dependent upon 1 by A. Okay. But this is something that we need to notice. What's that thing? One by R or 1 by A distance between. Just I'm talking about the potential energy of Q. I'm not worried about the entire system because these charges, why I'm not worried about the entire system? What is the reason behind it? The reason is these charges have never moved. You can write it down that way. You can write it down that way and find it out. But these charges were never moved. What I am concerned about is only one charge's potential energy has changed. You can do it for the whole system as we used to do it, but it's not at all necessary. Okay, let me give this guy a name Q, and this is also a Q because both are like positive Q, positive Q. Okay. So now what is your potential energy in this case? Minus 2k Q, small q into capital Q by A. Minus is appearing, right? Capital Q and small q as such are positive numbers, but we have like some integers, I mean like not integers, some numbers, but a positive number. Okay, now the point here is absolutely Asha, absolutely a really good book. So this is the potential energy in the initial position, right? Now comes to the final position. Okay, let me change this a little bit since you understood I'm talking about only that charge minus q. I'm going to change this a little bit. It's only about minus q, the potential energy of the charged position. And then what is your final potential energy at a distance r? Minus 2 into k q q I r. Okay. So now the question arises, what or how much potential energy has changed? Now, if this was positive, then potential at A was greater. But right now think about it, potential at R or B, at this position B, let's call this as B. If it is not B, B would be confusing. I'm just keeping it as R. At some position R. Now whose potential is greater, guys? Potential of this position or this position? This position is greater, right? This position, final potential energy has increased. But if at all this was a case where you had positive charges, all were like positive charges, what would have happened? Depends, Asha, like not really advanced. I don't think any of the books are beyond advanced as such. You can definitely work around that kind of book. Yep. Okay. I think you can do Physics Galaxy for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. I don't think it is beyond JEE Advanced level. Definitely some questions, some topics, maybe then just omit those topics. And students keep a check on how you are doing it. Like for an example, let's say you are preparing for JEE Mains, you want to cover the things that are only necessary for JEE Mains. Don't go beyond the syllabus. That is just a waste of time. Given that you have very less time, it's just a waste of time. Okay, all right. So yes, so you understood right now for negative this potential energy is greater, and but since this charge q is minus 5, that is why it is greater, right? That is why it is greater. That is why it was all possible. Okay, if I just stated q, and if I haven't given you any hint, and I've told you it has come to rest at certain point, that means potential energy should have increased with distance, which is only possible for negative charge. This wouldn't have been possible if this was not a negative charge. Since this was a negative charge, this has become, I wouldn't even say negative. Both. What if both were negative? It should be something like this. Both were unlike charges only. This scenario is possible. If both were like charges, what is happening? With distance, potential energy is decreasing. There is no question of kinetic energy decreasing. There is no question of this charge coming to rest. Since they were unlike charges, they come to rest. Asha, according to me, so a good question from Asha. So, which is that book that you would prefer for JEE Mains or JEE Advanced preparation? According to me, I would go with DC Pandey. If you only have 3-4 months for your JEE preparation, even for advanced, I'll go with DC Pandey. But students, how do you approach your exam? So yeah, often I get this question: is DC Pandey good enough book for your JEE Mains or JEE Advanced preparation, especially? I think so. Yes. Year-wise, you may not get directly DC Pandey level questions in your JEE Advanced, but year-wise actually the catch. Okay. Recalling what I have been doing, I've been actually always been referring to like books that are more friendly in terms of concepts. If you're really strong with your concepts, does not matter what kind of book you solve. You definitely need to solve a book to understand the kind of model problems. Okay, you may know pretty much every theory, but if you haven't solved even a single model problem, it's very tough to crack IIT JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. And if you're in class 11, Asha, I think start with DC Pandey. If you have time good enough, then you can go for galaxy physics. Because if you're in class 11 right now, already 1 year has passed. If you don't have any backlog, that's not a problem. But if at all, generally I'm speaking, be it you, Asha, or be it any students, your objective should be to understand concepts. So think about it. The concepts that you learn today are not only, think about it this way, the concepts that you're going to learn today is not only going to be useful during your exam, but also post your exams when you're doing your engineering, or post that as well. Let's say you're becoming a researcher. Those concepts are going to be very useful. Let's say you're working in some job and you suddenly identify a problem. These concepts are going to be very useful. So make sure you have those concepts on your fingertips, whatever book you do, and at the same time, don't choose such books which will drain your time away. If you're well off with the concept, given any kind of problem, you'll be able to do it. Try to maintain completeness. If you have chosen even Physics Galaxy, let's say you have completed 50% of Physics Galaxy, now you're thinking to switch the book. Okay, switch it only, let's say you have completed all the topics in Physics Galaxy. I mean, the 50% of them are completely complete. Not 50, it should not be 50% of a chapter. It should be 50% of something like it cannot be 50% of optics. You complete 50% of optics on Physics Galaxy and then move on to DC Pandey and do another 50%. No, that is going to be waste of time. That is going to be not just waste of time. That is going to be also a huge spoiler for your exam, because you don't know what is the order of the book. So don't do that mistake. The first and the foremost important thing is try to maintain completeness in terms of books and materials. Be it materials, be it book. If you take up a topic, you need to complete that entire topic in that book. Then you move on to any other book for any other topic. Sometimes some books are referred because the concepts are better in those books for that kind of topic. But that being said, I typically would recommend that you choose a simpler book like DC Pandey. Even HC Verma is very good, given that you are fine with dealing with a very fat book. But it's, at the end of the day, it's the same kind of number of pages. But you know what, DC Pandey is little simpler. You at least have a backup that way, and not only that, you will come across a lot of model problems that you will also see in your HC Verma and rest of the books. And it's neither very complex, it's neither very simple. That way, according to me, DC Pandey is one of the best books for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. But given that you understand the concepts, you have those concepts on the fingertips, concept is the king's too. And of course, practice is everything. Practice is everything, concept is just the king. Practice is everything. With practice, with the kind of concepts that you understand really well, you will be able to do well in any of your exams. So you should not be college. I don't know, Asha. I'm not really honestly aware of when college would reopen. Some have told me it's going to be in December, but if it's going to reopen in December, somehow try to balance for your JEE Mains preparation, since much of your syllabus has been omitted. And 11th class students like Asha, don't worry about it. Focus on maintaining the completeness in each and every topic. Focus on one book or maybe two books, but not more than that, and try to grab those concepts, try to solve as many problems as possible. That should be your objective, right? Rest is not very important to you. All right, let's get into this thing. So here we with this we come to this concept. So if at all, so what I was saying is, let's say this question is given to you and nothing has been told about Q. You may initially think, the potential energy has reduced, and whereas it should have been gone in terms of kinetic energy. And even initially, for that kinetic energy, we were just talking about this Q. It couldn't have come to rest if if the system, that moving charge, was not like an unlike pair of charges. So this was only possible if it was unlike pair of charges. Okay. Else, it's not possible, students. Try to understand that concept carefully. That's why initially I said this could not be possible. Starting that statement with Q could not be possible. But in an exam, this could be asked. And what kind of charge is Q if, two charges at A and B are positive? It should be negative. It's not at all possible if this was like charges. Because potential energy has decreased, so that will be converted into kinetic energy. This is why we have such questions. Okay. If it was something like charges, then they would say initially it was at rest and it was just set into motion. And what would be the kinetic energy at point D, rather than saying it was going to come at rest at point D. I hope this difference should be really clear. Questions could be that simple sometimes in the match the following, but you need to understand that concept clearly. Lesser the distance, more is the potential energy. That is only true in the case of unlike pair of charges. Like pair of charges. I'm really sorry. In the like pair of charges, only it is possible that the potential energy is decreasing with distance, or it is increasing with decreasing distance. Whereas in unlike pair of charges, as you increase the distance, the potential energy is increasing or decreasing. It's decreasing. It's increasing. Let me come back to this again. In unlike pair of charges, what is happening is the overall potential energy is increasing with distance. Whereas in like pair of charges, the potential energy is decreasing with distance. Alright. Let's move on to this concept. And what was the other way of thinking about it is something like this, that here no force exists, okay, or with more and more distance, you can think about it as if the force of attraction is increasing, and ultimately it's coming to. Right. So I believe this concept is clear. Now let's get into the numerical part, which is basically writing down the energy equations and solving it, and which is probably even a very easy thing for many of you. Alright, I would like to keep this distance as r itself, and let's move on to this concept. So initially you are taking some blue color for negative charge. So to indicate again, bring it to your notice, this was a negative charge that was initially a distance away, which is basically 3 meters. So how much is this? 3 meters? Also 3 meters. And it has come to certain position now, such that its potential energy has increased. That is when it is going to come to rest. Its potential energy has increased and it has come to rest at point D. And now at this point, I'm just going to keep it as -5 microcoulomb. While we write down the equation, you'll understand. Okay, its potential energy has increased and it has come to rest. So at this, let's call this as something like D. I think this is also being stated as D. Okay. Now, what is the initial potential energy? It's not kq by A, but rather minus 2 into kq by A. Why minus 2? Because there are two charges which are creating the potential energy on it. Why did we take the entire system? It does not matter. We are going to deal with change in the potential energy of one charge whose position has moved. These two charges, the position has not moved. As such, there should be another two terms that should be added to each side's potential energy, but we are not doing that. Okay, we're not at all doing that. One for this charge, one for this charge, etc. There will be like three terms, but you're not writing it down. I hope you understood this point. We are here talking about only potential energy of that minus q charge. The thing is, we have two potential energies here. One is at position C, as you understood. Let me replace this as C, because so we keep it as small a, because finally you will come to understand. Okay. So potential energy at point C, it's going to be like what of minus q. We are just talking about minus q. It's going to be minus 2 into k into q by r square. Sorry, k into q divided by a r square. But rather this would be written as minus 2 into. We will replace it later because calculation becomes easy. The q is minus 5, but in our case q is equal to 5. Okay. And small q is also. And at position D, it has reached the point D. What is the potential energy? It has increased minus 2k q by r, where r is the unknown. R is the unknown. We need to find out this unknown. But first of all, what do we need to do? We need to write down the energy conservation equation, because here it didn't just have a potential energy at position C. This charge also had a kinetic energy of 0.06 joules. The entire system's energy is conserved along with kinetic energy. So we can say something like this: potential energy at point C plus that of potential energy at point at kinetic energy at point C is equal to, so no external work, right? No external force, no external work. So kinetic energy at point C is equal to how much? Potential energy at point D. Okay, basically it's A. We substitute all the values and we'll start solving it. It's mathematical problem, right? It's not anymore a physics based problem. We rewrite this, that we have a continuity. Very good. Potential energy has increased. Do understand that here it's a 0. It's 0. Kinetic energy at this position is 0. Right, so it's a simple one. 0.06, will you give it as negative? No, it's a positive quantity. It's a kinetic energy. It's a half mv square. Mass is not negative, of course, and it's v square. So anyway, this should be positive. And what do we have over here? We have something like minus 2 into k into, we write it down elaborately because I don't. This would be enough. Minus 2 into k into, which is 9 into 10 to the power 9, into q by r, right? This 1q, it's 5. We have already given the negative sign. Okay, we have already given the negative sign. We are not writing it down again. Another 5 coulomb, 5 microcoulomb. It's all microcoulomb. So it's basically into 10 to the power minus 6. Minus 12 due to two charges, right? Divided by how much distance it is? 3 meters. A and B are separated by 6 meters. C is the midpoint where charge Q is placed. 3 meters, right? This distance is 3 meters. Alright. So just write it down. Rest is easy. Rest is really easy. And we need to finally substitute the value and find out everything else. But for now, let's solve this thing. This is quite an easy one, let me tell you. So this is 10 to the power 9, this is 10 to the power minus 12, this is going to be 10 to the power minus 3. And we have a 2 over here and 5 over here, which can again be cancelled out with 10 to the power minus 2. And then what is left over is we have to calculate, which is going to be like 9 into 5. I'm just keeping it as potential energy T, unless we get to know what should be the potential energy of T. And how much is this? This is 9 and this is 3. This would be 3. So it's basically 45 into 10 to the power minus 2, which is going to be 0.05 or negative or positive? Negative. Negative 0.15. 45, but 1. It's 3 into 5, right? Okay. Negative 0.15 plus that of 0.06. Right, so potential energy at point D should be how much? Let me again write down the equation. This you can add it up over here itself. Get something like how much? Minus 0.09 should have been the potential energy. Because total energy of the system conserved. Okay. And everything is converted into potential energy. This is potential energy at point D, which is going to be basically Q by R. Okay. 2, because 2 charges, and then you have minus 2 into 9 into 10 to the power 9 into we have 5 microcoulomb into, that means 10 to the power minus 12 divided by R is something that we have to find. Okay, that is it. It's a very simple one. Again, there would be many such simplifications that we can do. This is going to be 10 to the power minus 3, and then we will again cancel 5 under 2, and it will become a 10 to the power 2, and there will be negative being cancelled out, and then we can directly cancel out this 10 to the power 9. So this would be like 10 to the power minus 2 or 0.01, which is basically 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 2. And this this would become how much? Only 5 is left over. 2 is cancelled, 2 and 5 are cancelled out with 1 10 to the power minus. Then 10 to the power 9 is cancelled out. 9 is left over, which has been cancelled out to the right hand side, which is nothing but minus 0.09. Okay, and what is left over? Only 5. That means R is equal to how much? 5. And that being said, not only that, our team is also on, JEE English team is also on plus. Guys, we have IITians and IITians and head of coaching institutes on this JEE English platform. Of course, as you know, it's a free of cost initiative, but we are also on the plus courses where we are taking in a structured manner. And we have hosted courses on electromagnetism, differential calculus, and optics B2A, and chemical kinematics, guys. And that being said, not only that, we have also started courses for 2022 aspirants on graph sets relation, redoxon equivalent, concepts, and advanced course on mechanics. So this is the kind of courses that our team has been hosting, and we are live every day, and I come at 7:30 on JEE English, so do check it out. And not only that, we have started Google batch for droppers, JEE Mains and JEE 2021. As I told you, on Unacademy subscription, we have dedicated droppers batch, and which is going to start from day after tomorrow, that is 20th of November. Start attending it, guys. So this is the kind of coursework that you need for droppers preparation, and so make sure you are attending it if you are already on an Unacademy subscription. Not only that, we have started a micro course for JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. This is also from the same team, and this also will be starting from or beginning from 20th of November. And that being said, students, do not forget to share this video, do not forget to be regular to the classes, and do not forget to like this video. Do not forget to click on the bell button and that subscribe button, because that bell button and subscribe button would give you timely notifications. This is something you definitely want to do, and you want to click the like on this video and share this video so that someone in need may get access to this videos. Guys, it's complete lecture, it's in-depth lecture on electrostatics, and you would see the same thing on any such subject on JEE English, or any such topic on JEE English, or any such JEE physics subject that is being taught on JEE English. So do share this video. It's not only just free of cost initiative, but also free of cost initiative with quality lectures. So do share this video, and do not forget to share it so that you are doubling your knowledge, tripling your knowledge by sharing it with your friends on social media. This is something that you definitely want to do. And keep smiling, and work hard and smart to achieve your success, and avoid gossips every time during your JEE preparation, be it even in life, for a better success. And that being said, students, if you do not have a Telegram app yet, download it, because you want to get onto our Telegram channel, our JEE English Telegram channel. If you want to get onto it, just download this Telegram app from Google Play Store and App Store and click on to this link. This link is available in the description box below, or you can just type in JEE English to find us. And what would you get once you get onto our Telegram channel? You will get before time updates on every class that is happening on JEE English. Not only that, before time updates, you also would get before time updates on every lecture that is conducted by the JEE English lecturers, even on Unacademy Learning app. So this is one of the platforms that you want to get onto, so that you will get before time updates on every class that is being conducted. And these are all like classes that are being exclusively and completely being conducted in English. If you don't have an Unacademy Learning app, just to download it by typing in Unacademy on your Google Play Store and App Store, and the first search result is going to be Unacademy Learning app. And once you find the search result, click on this, and do not hesitate to click on this install button, the most downloaded learning app. And guys, we are impacting near about 7 million lives a day. And that being said, once you install this, you will get live updates on every class happening on Unacademy Learning app. Any lecture that I conduct, you will get updates once you start following me. And not only that, students, a very important part is it's not just about live updates. It's also about quizzes that are going to happen tomorrow, and many more things like Unacademy Combat, etc. You can attend from Unacademy Learning app. And yes, definitely do follow me. Click on that install button so that you get live updates. Right now, capacitor classes are going on. Try to cover them. Try to maintain completeness along with electrostatics, and do definitely download Unacademy Learning app. Of course, it's a free app, guys. So that being said, students, if you are looking for a champions tool for your JEE preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription any day. Why do I say that? If you're looking for a champions tool for your JEE preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. What is so different about Unacademy subscription? On Unacademy subscription, you will undergo an extensive and intensive structured program with the best educators across the nation, and you can move according to your priorities and preferences over Unacademy subscription platform. So what all do you get? You get daily interactive classes with the best educators. Not only that, you'll move in a structured manner where every fourth class is going to be a doubt clearing session. And along with that, you'll be attending quizzes and mega quizzes, and also national level test series, guys. So that's the difference, where you get to attend, a national level test series on, a very interactive platform, where you get access to leaderboards and dashboards. You come to know about your standing, you come to learn about your mistakes, you tend to improve upon your, all your learnings, and you tend to improve upon all your your learnings, and you learn from your mistakes, and these kind of things are possible on Unacademy subscription platform, and that too with the best educators across the nation, and that too in multiple languages as you require. So hence, this is a champions tool. And guys, how do you get this champions tool? All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar, and then click on to this plus button, and then you'll choose IIT JEE as your goal. And with this, you'll be preparing for both your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, and then you'll click on this get subscription button. And guys, let me tell you, with one subscription, you will get access to unlimited number of programs. So that is the beauty of Unacademy subscription. It's one subscription, unlimited access throughout the period. So this all comes at a price of less than 70 rupees a day. All you have to do is pay less than 70 rupees a day, 2100 per month, to get this Unacademy subscription. Especially if you're going for a 24-month package, this is the price that you want to pay. This is a 2-year long journey. This is typically meant for 9th, 10th, and 11th class students, and also 8th class students can go for it. This is the time to get started, guys. And that being said, do not forget to apply Murli Live coupon to get to this price point and to avail best discount on any of your Unacademy subscription purchase. And that being said, students, we also have convenient payment options for you, where you do not have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. So this is our in-house payment option. As you go on to the payment page, you will find out that we have pay in parts option, which you can make use of to split your payments into multiple parts, and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. We also give you the access to no cost EMI, where you don't have to bear any interest on your EMIs, guys. So your easy monthly installments without any interest is also something that is available on our Unacademy subscription platform. And guys, the best thing is, these two payment options take away the burden of paying all the fee at once. You may want to check it out. And not only that, guys, you can make use of debit card and credit card based payment options to also pay your Unacademy subscription fee. But that being said, these are two interesting payment options which take away the burden of paying all the fee at once. And not only that, students, if you are in long term and dropper, let's say you are a dropper, you're in long term, you are in 12th class, and you're looking for an ideal program to join, and that's going to be your 12-month subscription program, which is going to cost you less than 2,900 per month. This all is going to cost you less than 2,900 per month. And what do we have for you? We have dedicated droppers batch, we have dedicated programs going on for you. We have individual programs going on for you, just like optics B2A. And yes, students, this all comes at a price of less than 2,900, at a price of 2,888. And we have 7,000 plus materials for your JEE preparation and 1,000 plus live programs going on. And you may want to apply Murli Live coupon to get to this price point and to get the best discount on your subscription purchase. So make sure you are not missing out any discount and applying Murli Live coupon and choosing the right kind of program, and not hesitating to give any test series, and not at all hesitating to attend free quizzes that are going to happen tomorrow. And that being said, signing off from me, Murlidharan. Take care, stay safe, bye bye. Stay tuned to attend more lectures on electrostatics and electrostatic potential energy. We have more interesting concepts coming up tomorrow around electrostatic potential energy. So do not miss it out. That's going to be one of the most key concepts for your JEE Advanced and JEE Mains preparation. Make sure you're attending tomorrow's session. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.